Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. In the last episode, we came up to the top of Sundermount to try and speak with Merrill's demon. However, the Keeper got here first, and the Keeper decided she wanted to pay the price for Merrill's blood magic. The Keeper is dead. As you can see, she's right here. And we are now going to go and tell the clan that Marithari is dead. This is not a task that Amelia thought she would have to do today. You know, I'm sure that the Dalish are going to take this very well.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Merrill. The Keeper, she...
Look at her, Merrill. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merrill? Keeper? Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her, you monster.
Marithari was possessed. Stand down. I'll take responsibility. Amelia, she's looking at Merrill, just kind of standing there, crying a bit. And Amelia, she is grinding her teeth right now. She is grinding her teeth. As I said, she has no sympathy for Merrill. She has sympathy for Marithari, because as Anders said, that was a very noble thing, in Amelia's mind, a very noble thing that she just did. And Merrill, I think on some level, Amelia is like, do you even see what she did? You would have been possessed by a demon. And she prevented that. The only reason you are still alive is because of that woman. Do you even really understand that? Do you get that, Merrill? Do you get what just happened? And Amelia, as I said, she's grinding her teeth. She's clenching and unclenching her fingers into her palms. And she's just thinking this. If we aren't careful here, this will just devolve into violence. I think she's kind of like, if I just let Merrill speak, they're probably going to kill her. And once again, Amelia finds herself thinking, I'm the caretaker. Of course I'm going to take responsibility for all of this because, you know, it falls onto me. These people can't be responsible for themselves, so I have to be the responsible one. I'll take responsibility for this.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Merrill's blood magic.
You expect us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Merrill, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merrill away from here.
Oh my god, they can teleport! The Dalish are more powerful than we knew. So I will just say, if you pick either of the two other options, Marithari was possessed, or I'm just going to pause here because I don't know if they speak on the way down. Yeah, if you pick Marithari was possessed or stand down, then you have to kill all of the Dalish. You have to go down Sundermount, killing each and every single one of them. And personally, I don't know if I mind it too much. I'm not, you know, my canon warden wasn't a Maharial. It is what it is. I don't really like doing it, because I did like Warden Maharial's clan. However, I think taking responsibility, it fits for Amelia. That has been her constant role. She is the caretaker. She is her friend's keeper. And she doesn't want to be, excuse me, What the Game? Game? What is occurring? Excuse me? Oh, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I thought the game was bugged. This is weird. What? I'm so confused.
You'll never forgive me. If you weren't here, Hawk, they'd kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, they really would have, but as I keep saying, Amelia, she's the one who's responsible for all her friends. Or at least the mage ones. You know, they don't want to be responsible for their own actions. She's gonna be the one who does it. She doesn't like it, but that's the role that destiny has kind of set upon her shoulders. She's the responsible one.
You really believe, don't you?
What are we talking about?
Believing. You do, I can tell. In freedom, in mages, in good spirits, in bad Templars, with more fire than the sun.
And your point is?
I miss it sometimes. Things being certain.
Some things are certain.
Not anymore.
Oh, that was good. That was good banter. I also just wanted to say on what Merrill says to Fenriel, you know, this wasn't what I wanted. Again, it's like what I was saying in the last episode. If you are just a drop of water, you can do whatever you want because your actions don't affect others. However, if you are in a crystal clear pond, your actions have ripples. I guess, 1, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. 2, freedom doesn't come without responsibility. And I think that's something that Merrill often forgets. That being free doesn't mean you can do whatever the fuck you want. In actual fact, to have freedom, you have to have rules and responsibilities. You have to be responsible for other people. Like, being free isn't just, oh, sack it, I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck I want, and if it affects other people, who gives a shit? My freedoms. Like, no. No, to have freedom, you have to be responsible. And it... Oh. I love this quest. I really enjoy... Like, this is Merrill at her best to me. I love this quest. I'm assuming we have to go back to her house. Merrill, do you have anything to say? Yeah, you do.
Willful, stubborn idiot. All of this is my fault. I've done everything wrong.
Yeah, learn from this. I was saying this before. Amelia's sympathy for Merrill has run dry. You need to do better now. You need to learn.
Yes, you did. Now move forward and do better.
I will. Starting now. I should have done this years ago. You were right. You were always right. My people will kill me if I go back. I'm all alone. What will I do now?
Whatever you like, keep studying Elven history. Help the alienage! Yes! Help the alienage! They're your people too. You haven't given two shits about them, though. Like, you could, like, get rid of the blood magic, maybe start learning some healing. Hell, if Merrill, now that Merrill has broken the mirror, I think Amelia's like, you know what? I respect that. You broke the fucked up mirror. This is the start of a new path for you. As much as, you know, Amelia won't forget everything that Merrill's done. However, I imagine that the Chant of Light does say that, you know, people can change, you know, look for the best in people. And if Merrill wants to change and do better, Amelia's like, I'll help you do that. If you want to learn healing from me, I'd say, or Anders, but I doubt Anders would teach you. If you want me to teach you healing so that you can help the elves in the alienage so that they don't have to walk all the way to Anders' clinic, Amelia would be more than happy to do so. Yet help the city elves.
There are plenty of elves in Kirkwall who could use your help.
That's true. The Dalish always say we're the only true elves. And I've lived here for years and never thought. I've barely even looked at them. I feel like such a fool. Thank you.
Hey, Merrill! Merrill, it's all good. Oh, Amelia would take such joy seeing that, you know, being able to look at the mirror and see the wall.
Elganon, 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
Okay, Merrill, good for you. Good for you. Oh, God. We literally just have best served cold left. Oh, dear. Now then, we do have some levels. So let's go. You want 2 willpower, 1 constitution. And nothing here. And Merrill, my dear, you want... I was stopping at 55 for them, wasn't I? Yes, I was. So you want 2 constitution, 1 willpower. And you can have that. There we go. Now, have we picked up any codex entries? That's a question. Bianca. Varric's crossbow is a marvel of dwarven craftsmanship. Clearly the work of a master. However, she bears no smith's mark. When asked how he procured the weapon, Varric has a few claims. He could have won it in a game of Wicked Grace against Paragon Branca. It could have been a gift from a mysterious old beggar who disappeared into thin air. And it's possible he bought it off a crooked merchant in Lowtown with the previous owner's hand still wrapped around the trigger. None of those explanations is very likely, and continued questioning simply results in Varric grinning and walking away. Oh, Bianca. Vir Atishan. There is never a shortage of hunters. The Vir Tenadal, the Way of the Three Trees, has lured many to Andruil's side. The Vir Atishan, the Way of Peace, is a harder path to tread, and few are called to hear Soleil's wisdom. Those who hear that call learn the arts of the healer and the mender, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralafarin clan of the Dalish elves. Places, nothing. We read that. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay then. Bam, 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 and bam. Okie doke. Now then, all we have left is best served cold. You know what? I'm just gonna swap out my party very quickly. I just want to make sure that everyone is properly leveled. So let's grab these 3. There is a level. Aveline. You have that, so bam, bam, and 1 willpower. And then we were going into this. Anyone else? Anyone at all with any levels? Sebastian, buddy, you do. And you want... like so. And you can have... Let's go for that. Okie doke. Now then, with that done, who do I want to bring with me? for best served cold. I actually sort of just did that by mistake. There we go. This is the team I want. Because, I mean, we're going to speak to Meredith, so we're not going to bring Anders. That would be a very bad idea, I think. Now then, let's... If I'm remembering correctly, the letter Meredith sent us, it didn't really say what was going on. It just said that we should find her at our earliest convenience. Hello, Sir Templars. Oh, excuse me, that's the wall, Amelia. There you go. Now then, Meredith. Hello.
Champion. It seems you are the only one who still responds to my summons. Let me get directly to the point. There is a conspiracy afoot within the gallows. The mages are responsible, but they have blinded the Grand Cleric, and even those who wear the Sun Shield to the truth.
Blind? Althena sees things all too clearly.
You would think Orsino preaching treason in the market evidence enough. But it seems only you have the sense to see it.
What is this conspiracy? Maybe they're right. How does this involve me? No. This involves us because Meredith asked us here. That's why we're involved. Maybe they're right. No. There have been far too many cases of, blood mages popping up in Kirkwall. Meredith, she is the only sane person here. She sees things for how they are. Meredith for president. Yet what is the conspiracy? Amelia would take this incredibly seriously. If what Meredith is saying is true, then Templars are involved in this conspiracy? Like, is that really true?
You mentioned a conspiracy afoot.
The mages are bolder since Orsino spoke out. They are sneaking out of the tower and deceiving my men. I know how it sounds. Claiming I'm irrational has become the latest sport, it seems. But this is no fantasy. I am not imagining these events, and I will not pretend they don't exist.
Why do you hate mages so much? Amelia, I'm hoping this doesn't come out as blunt as this says, because Amelia doesn't believe Meredith hates the mages. Amelia believes that Meredith is doing what is best for the innocent men and women and children of Kirkwall. That doesn't necessarily mean she hates mages. So I'm hoping this doesn't come out so blunt.
This grudge you have against mages seems very personal.
It is personal. My sister was a mage. She was a kind, gentle soul, and completely unprepared for such a burden. My family hid her. We knew she could never last in the Circle, or pass their rigorous tests.
You were protecting her. I see where this is going. So you're a hypocrite. We would never say that to Meredith. Hell no. Ooh. I don't know here. I don't know. This is Meredith. We should show respect. The reason why I'm like, as I've said before, Amelia doesn't believe that keeping a child from the Circle is protecting them. She does not feel that what her parents did, that what Malcolm and Leandra did, protected either herself or Bethany. Amelia wholeheartedly and truly believes that Malcolm and Leandra were being incredibly selfish by keeping, her sister and herself out of the Circle. However, it also doesn't help that, Meredith is a Templar. She should know better. However, Meredith wasn't a Templar at the time, and she was also a child at the time. Oh, I don't know what I want to go with here. I can't go with this one. I absolutely can't. Amelia just wouldn't speak to Meredith in that tone. I take issue with this, but we should treat her with respect. I have to go with this.
She was your family. What else could you do?
Amelia was terrified and utterly grateful for our efforts. We thought we were doing the right thing. And then she was possessed by a demon. My sister killed our family, and I only barely escaped. Before the Templars brought her down, she had slain 70 innocents. So I understand perfectly well why the mages struggle, as well as why the laws we uphold are so vital.
Yeah, I think, you know, also, Amelia, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Yeah, I think Amelia, she just apologized for that.
That must have been horrible.
It gave me a reason to join the Templars, and a worthy cause. I will not allow my sister's death to be without purpose. It will serve as a reminder of where good intentions can lead. I have sympathy for mages. They suffer a terrible curse, but it is one that carries a price they must not deny.
I wish this was revealed in the mage, the pro-mage version of this. Oh, I have to say, when I first saw this scene, my mouth dropped open. As I mentioned before, prior to playing Dragon Age 2 myself, I watched a Let's Play. I watched a couple of Let's Plays because I had heard such negative reviews. And, you know, after watching these Let's Plays, I ultimately decided I'll give the game a go for myself because I loved Dragon Age Origins so much. All the Let's Plays I saw were pro-mage. I had never seen that cutscene, and I hadn't looked into Meredith. I hadn't looked up any of, like, the pro-Templar scenes. I wanted this, I guess, to be as blind as it could be. Considering I knew the story, I was like, well, I don't know anything about the pro-Templar route, so I want this to be as blind as possible. So I never looked up any information. And as I mentioned before, I named Amelia after Leandra's maiden name, Amel. So when I saw that cutscene, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing! Like, literally, I was like, best lucky guess ever. Best name decision ever. I like to headcanon that maybe this is why Meredith has taken such an interest in Amelia Hawke. I think our Amelia reminds her of her Amelia. However, this Amelia Hawke, I think maybe Meredith feels like this Amelia, she's a lot more competent than my sister. She has far more respect for the Maker's, you know, commandments and vows. She keeps his word in her heart, and she's stronger than my sister was. Because I do imagine that Meredith, she is kind of like, at some point, I'll have to bring you into the circle. But for right now, you can do more good outside of the circle. However, inevitably, you will be brought in. And I like to imagine the name connection. Like, that's kind of what draws Meredith to Amelia. She's like, you remind me of my sister, but more competent. I'm like, oh, I love that detail. I love that detail so much.
That doesn't sound like very compelling evidence.
Yet mages have indeed gone missing, only to reappear later. Their absence is unreported. And how, but with blood magic, could they convince my oath-sworn men to lie to my face? I have demanded Orsino provide more detailed accounts, but he refuses. Either he is incompetent or involved. Neither is acceptable.
Yeah, why would he refuse? Surely he should be doing what is best for the Circle and, you know, therefore what is best for Meredith.
Isn't it the First Enchanter's job to work with you?
It is Orsino's job to advocate for his mages as well. He claims I am being unreasonable, and so far he has persuaded the Grand Cleric to agree.
Oh, of course he has. Of course he has. Yeah, how can I be of assistance here?
Maybe I can shed some light on this for you.
Thank you, Champion. I knew I could count on you. I need to bring hard evidence before Grand Cleric Althena. It is the only way she will believe I am not motivated by hatred. You are respected, Champion. A neutral party, whose word even Orsino cannot question. You can convince her, Grace, whereas I cannot.
The least neutral party in existence. And yeah, of course, very well. And why should I? Because Meredith has asked you to, that's why. Amelia wouldn't even contemplate that Meredith could be wrong, that she could be paranoid and delusional. Amelia has complete and total faith in Meredith. She really does.
Where do I start?
One of my loyal men has brought me word of a meeting place the mages travel to at night. A small square in Hightown. You can go there without arousing suspicion, whereas I cannot. Do that, and we can all finally see what this conspiracy consists of.
Of course. Of course. Absolutely. Orsino, do you have anything to say about this?
Meredith has no need of your services here, Champion.
I love how bitchy he is. He's just like, fuck you. Fuck you for working with her. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If the mages are using blood magic to, get the Templars to, let them out and then wipe their memories, oh, this is a bad sign. This is such a bad sign for Kirkwall. Now, I think she's actually gonna stick with this party. She brought Anders with her last time around. She was doing jobs for Meredith because, we were trying to locate escaped mages who were probably blood mages. That was to show Anders that, hey, the mages aren't as innocent as you're, claiming. They have, dodgy desires. They need to be in the circles. However, considering this also kind of implicates the Templars, I think Amelia's kind of like, well, I'll just keep this quiet. He can chill out at home. And I'll bring my boys. We've got Fenris, who, equally as pro-Templar. We've got Sebastian for the Chantry concerns, and Varric, our trusty dwarven friend. What could be better? Now then, hello?
Someone's coming. The Champion.
We know you're working for Meredith.
Run! We'll handle this.
Templars and mages finally working together, but just not in the way we want. Oh god. Amelia would be absolutely horrified by this. The fact that these Templars don't seem to be ensorcelled. Excuse you. You can bugger off. First and foremost. Oh shit. Oh, no. No, I don't like that. Oh, fuck. Come on. Go, Amelia. Oh god, you're so slow now. You're so slow. Let's heal up Fenris. Now then, you can bugger off. Now then, where's... We need to go after the circle mages, because they are the dangerous ones. Oh, you. Okay. The lieutenant is down. That's good, but also bad, because he was a Templar. Bugger off. Thank you. I'll kick his ass. And you bubbled. How dare. Come on, take him out. There we go.
Search the bodies. Where there's this many, there's bound to be more.
Yeah, these Templar didn't look ensorcelled. They looked like they were in their right minds. So this is... We absolutely cannot let Anders see this. Protection of the Faith for Sebastian. Lovely. A torn note. A torn note found in a conspirator's pocket. Will not tell you again. It's not safe to bring new recruits to our meetings. Meredith has eyes everywhere. Bring anyone who claims to be against her to Gardaborley's, there we go, warehouse at night. We must ensure their loyalty, lest Meredith discover us before we are ready to confront her. Oh no.
Another secret society meeting in a warehouse. Do you think the owners charge them rent?
Probably. Oh god, this is... Amelia, her heart is in her stomach. She is just like, what is happening? What is happening to the Templar Order? Now, this does remind me, I did want to visit the Delanceys again, because I think something funny should be happening. Hello, sir.
Who are you? I'm the mother of your grandchild, that's who.
What?
Your son, Emil? He did me last night. Got nothing out of it but bite marks and his bastard in my belly.
Impossible. You could not know so early.
What? Are you a midwife? I've been stuck by 24 men, and it never felt like this.
Oh, Guillaume! She is so foul.
So when's the wedding? When do I get to be Lady Nella de Lancette?
Oh. Oh.
What's wrong with her?
We have fucked up their family. Oh, guys, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Let me say hello.
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I hope Emile doesn't try to escape again.
Well, if he does, he's got a girlfriend waiting for him and apparently a child. Maybe.
I'm gonna be Lady Nella.
Oh, Nella, you are a conniving, crafty woman, but because you're going after these people, I don't mind. You do you, girl. You do you. I love that so much. I love that little detail. Alrighty then, now I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, what is going on with the Templar Order? It's all a mess. It's just a huge mess. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.